What's up guys, it's Looney again here with my budget Gley build. I wanted to show you guys what I crafted, basically to just help carry friends and stuff like that. If you've got some friends that don't really play, but you're more of an active player, and you want to know how to carry them through the bosses, this build's probably for you. It doesn't require any of the red modules or anything like that. It's pretty simple and it's pretty effective for solo content on those colossal bosses, as well as in group content. So first off, I'm going to start with the Descendant modules and what those kind of look like. With Gley, obviously, you don't have any shields or anything like that, and that can be a bit daunting, but one thing that's really cool about her is her ability to basically make ammo not really a thing. In order to do this, though, you have to focus on your skill duration and your skill cooldown. Some of the ways that you can do that are by optimizing your maximum duration, and as you can see, these things that I have aren't even maxed out fully all the way. But if you optimize your maximum duration even higher than what this is, you can get an increase in your skill duration, and things like this will give you a further increase in your skill duration while also looking at, hey, how can I maintain that survivability so I can just own any of those bosses. You'll be wondering also why there's some focus on tech and focus on electricity if I had it in here. But what these do for me is they further increase my skill cooldown, which is super nice because once you can get that skill cooldown decreased up to upwards of like 80%, you basically become infinite. You basically have infinite ammo with the launcher, which is super nice. So I'll do a quick scan over all these so you can see why these things are important, starting with Shock Punch. Shock Punch really is only important because it gives you increased capacity. So as you can see, the level I have it right now gives me +7, which I'm kind of not utilizing with the current modules, but it's not really needed as of yet because if you level these up, these require more and more capacity, which is something I'm going to be doing here a little bit later. But right now, this is my current setup. Focus on chill for the cooldown reduction, focus on tech for the cooldown reduction, nimble fingers for the cooldown reduction, and then I have my increased HP and my increased defense for my survivability, skill extension, maximum duration, MP conversion. All of these things are mainly focused on either skill cooldown or skill duration, and you'll see why when we go tackle a boss. Now for the weapon of choice, we have the Vestigial organ, which is a really awesome launcher. I will throw in the details where you can go get this launcher and farm it. It's got like a 50% drop rate. It's really cool. And one thing that you want to keep in mind here is you do not need critical hit rate for this weapon. The only things that you need are explosive power, you need fire rate, and that's pretty much it. Yep, you can't fit much on here, but if you can add in more, or if you've managed to upgrade your module with your max capacity, then I mean you can add a lot more things in here. But you don't need it really anything other than fire rate, explosiveness, and then if you want to add some kind of element on there, you can. But as you can see right now, this is my budget build. I don't really have any of that stuff added, and you don't really need to. But just make sure when you're leveling up your modules, you upgrade these to you upgrade the actual special type of weapon that you need. So that's the launcher that I'm using. These guns I've got equipped as well, but you don't really need them because you're going to be in your frenzy time, your frenzy the majority of the time. So makes it pretty much irrelevant to be using these, but you can use these to farm any of the blood orbs or anything like that you may need. So we went over the Descendant modules and we went over, the weapon that we're going to be using. Now I'll show you it in action so you can kind of see. So I've used it in content pretty much all the way up here. I soloed all these and they were pretty easy. But say you've got a friend group that hasn't really surpassed level 40 yet, and they're on the Executioner or something like that. You want to pop in and help them out. And we'll do a quick public intercept so you can see how effective it can be. And as I said, you probably have got all these modules already. So this is very budget and it has a huge range and wide area for improvement. But if you're just a casual player like I am, it's pretty effective, and your friends are going to be like, what the heck, dude? And it doesn't take long to grind or edit anything, and it's a good foundation, right? So if we can get a match here, we can show you the amount of damage that it actually can do. And it's not like crazy insane yet, but you can see how easily it would be to get there. Another cool thing though that you want to keep in mind is you want to aim for these areas, so like the balancer, core cover, sensor, stuff like that. You don't have to hit them exactly, but you'll notice a pretty big damage increase if you do. Alright, so we've got some 30s, level 15, level 34. My weapon items are 81, so I haven't even completed the game yet. But what you want to do, come in a frenzy, pull out your launcher, and you kind of just wait. Okay, then you can pop your ability, and then just start unloading. And just like that. Easy. Didn't even take a second. And this is with the budget build. Obviously, it can get a lot stronger, things like that. But if you're just a casual player, this is really effective. If I would have soloed this guy, I probably would have shot him down in like, I don't know, 2 seconds. Really good for farming, really good for just upgrading these guys here, your amorphous materials, and lets you play with your friends without having to be a sweat. So thanks for watching, guys. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to message me or just comment down below.